Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I just wanted to come and run my mouth and talk about the mess. All right, y'all. So before we get into this, just a trigger warning. Um, they say when it rains, it pours. I wonder what Beyonce doing. All right, so listen. This is according to NBCnews.com. Exclusive. Jay-Z accused in civil lawsuit of R-ing a 13-year-old girl in 2000 along with Sean Diddy Combs. Jay-Z responded with a statement directed at the accuser's attorney, calling the lawsuit a blackmail attempt. The accuser is anonymous. So Jay-Z, the rapper, an entrepreneur whose real name is Sean Carter, was accused in a lawsuit Sunday of R-ing a 13-year-old girl in 2000, allegedly along with Sean Diddy Combs. The anonymous accuser, identified only as Jane Doe, said the assault happened after she was driven to an MTV Video Music Awards after party. The federal lawsuit was originally filed in October in the Southern District of New York, listing Combs as a defendant. It was refiled Sunday to include Carter. Texas-based attorney Tony Busby, who filed the suit, did not comment. These allegations are heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Whomever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away. Will you not agree? Carter said in a statement to NBC News. These alleged victims would deserve real justice if that were the case. Busby has filed several lawsuits in recent months. All have withheld their complaints' names, accusing Combs of assault and the R word. This is the first suit in which he has named another high-profile defendant. Combs' representatives did not immediately respond to requests for comment. Combs has repeatedly denied all accusations against him. Federal prosecutors in New York criminally charged him in September. Y'all already know what's going on with Sean. They go on to say that he was denied bail for a third time last month. His trial is scheduled for May the 5th. Prosecutors said in a court hearing last month that they are in the process of potentially bringing more charges against Combs. Let's get down to Sean, because we already know what's going on with Sean. I mean, let's get down to Sean. We already know what's going on. Oh, girl, you know what I just realized? Girl, both of their names are Sean. Because I was like, when I was talking, I'm like, girl, why do I keep saying Sean? Oh, because Sean Carter, Sean Combs. Okay, girl, I'm slow. Okay. Before Sunday's lawsuit was refiled, Carter received a letter from plaintiff's counsel requesting a mediation to resolve this matter, Busby wrote in the suit. NBC News has seen the letter. In response to the letter, Busby wrote in the suit, Carter filed his own lawsuit against the accuser's attorneys. Carter addressed that letter in his statement. My lawyer received a blackmail attempt called a demand letter from a lawyer named Tony Busby. What he had calculated was the nature of these allegations and the public scrutiny would make me want to settle. No, sir. It had the opposite effect. It made me want to expose you for the fraud you are in a very public fashion. So, no, I will not give you one red penny, the statement read. The lawsuit claims that in 2000, when Doe was 13, Combs and Carter R-ed her at a house party after the MTV Video Music Awards in New York. The lawsuit says a friend dropped her off at the VMAs at Radio City Music Hall. She did not have a ticket, and she approached various limousine drivers to try to gain access to the show or an after party. One driver, the lawsuit says, told her that he worked for Combs and that she fit what Diddy was looking for. He invited her to a party after the show and told her to return to his car later in the evening after he transported Combs and Carter, the suit says. Later, the driver picked her up, the suit says, and after 20 minutes, they arrived at a White House with a U-shaped driveway, the suit says. She had to sign a document she believed was a non-disclosure agreement on arrival and did not receive a copy. To enter the party, which the suit says was filled with celebrities and people doing marijuana and cocaine. She was offered a drink that made her feel woozy and lightheaded. and felt like she needed to lie down, the suit says, and she went into a room to rest. Shortly afterward, the suit says Combs and Carter entered the room with Combs saying, "You are ready to party." That's when she alleges Carter removed her clothes, held her down, and awed her while Combs and an unnamed female celebrity watched. Who y'all think the unnamed celebrity was? Who y'all think? Girl, at this point, I do believe this girl. I not. This is what I do believe. I do believe that if and y'all for the lawyers, girl, the real lawyers, okay. Um, y'all let me know if you are telling us that this happened to you, and you telling us that an unnamed celebrity, a celebrity, a female celebrity was in the room. You why don't you name the celebrity too? The female celebrity. Tell us who she is, girl. You know how when Dawn Richard filed her lawsuit, she was dropping names about who was at the dinner table when Puffy was roughing Cassie up? Did she say Neo? Did she say Neo and Usher? I believe she said was at the party. Tell us the name, baby. The suit says that she was able to resist being forced to perform oral sex on Combs by hitting him in the neck and that he stopped. After the alleged assault, the suit says she grabbed her clothes and left. She made her way to a gas station where she called her father. The accuser is seeking unspecified damages. The lawsuit is filed under New York Victims of Gender Motivated Violence Protection Act. My only heartbreak is for my family, Carter says in the statement. My wife and I will have to sit our children down, one of whom is an age where her friends will surely see the press and ask questions about the nature of these claims and explain the cruelty and greed of people. I mourn yet another loss of innocence. Can I say something? Okay, I wasn't there. So I don't know what happened. Okay. When they said this happened 2000, they said the 99 and the 2000. Baby, I was in high school. Yes, they said 2000. Yeah, baby, I was in high school. Okay. So I wasn't there. So I don't know what happened. Okay. Um, I believe that Sean Carter, okay, Jay-Z, who used to slang dope to the community. I don't know why people, as I was talking to a friend, I don't know why people think that you can be a stripper and be a hoe, but you can't be a dope dealer and be an abuser. Now, I'm not saying that he did this, but what I am saying is I don't put anything past Sean Carter. I think that Sean Carter did it the right way. I think that he got in the game. You know, they call it the game. He made his money. He became a rapper. He's very, I was about to say rich, girl. He's very wealthy, right? At one point, he decided to take a step away from the partying, find him a wife. And not only did he find a wife, he found the wife. Girl, have some kids, right? And he removed himself somewhat from a lot of the partying in that environment, right? Where you have someone like Puff Daddy and some of the other ones who still were partying way after that. Now, ain't nothing wrong with partying. Just because you partying don't mean that you up to no good. Just because you like to go out to a club or house parties don't mean that you in the streets, right? That just means you like to have a good time, a good time, right? But I don't believe for a second that Jay-Z is just this innocent man walking around. Now, is he capable of doing something like this? I don't know. But what I'm saying is I don't put nothing past him at all. Y'all want to be out in these streets, girl, gang banging and dope slanging, but as soon as somebody start to attach stuff to your name that sometimes goes with that lifestyle, then all of a sudden, girl, the girls want to start acting like they don't know nothing. Now all of a sudden, y'all want to start acting like y'all Barack Obama. Y'all niggas be in the streets, deep in the streets, and then we'll get on songs and brag about it. And then as soon as somebody starts saying, "Girl, you could have did X, Y, and Z," now all of a sudden, girl, no, 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 yeah, 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 yeah. Okay. I don't think in every scenario that birds of a feather flock together. I don't believe that. I don't believe that just because that you go to certain parties, that means that you partake in certain activities. I don't believe that. I do believe that some of the girls and boys can go to a party that's hosted by Puffy and not know what's going on the other side of the mansion. Don't, not involved in the mess. They go, have a good time, have a couple of cocktails, and like Denzel Washington said, girl, you leave 30 minutes before the devil arrives, right? I don't believe everybody that goes to a celebrity party is in the shit. I don't believe that. I believe now with all the stuff happening with Sean, Sean ain't the only one. I'm talking about Sean Combs. Puff Daddy ain't the only one. Puff Daddy gonna take the fall, okay? But you best to believe he's not the only one. These men get off bragging about abusing women. Girl, they make songs about putting Mickey's in y'all drinks. Now all of a sudden, when the roosters come home, what is it? When the roosters come home to hatch? What is it when the chickens come home to roost? Now all of a sudden, girl, everybody wants to start running around her because, girl, they tap you on your shoulder now. I'm just saying. I think Jay-Z has turned his life around where he may not be doing, girl, they may question his integrity. He probably changed his life around where he's not doing anything illegal anymore, right? But I think that sometimes people have this misconception that your past doesn't follow you. Girl, your past is always your past. And sometimes it will haunt you, and sometimes it will come back and bite you in your ass. I think some people love the fact that Jay-Z is this wealthy black man, but they also don't want to acknowledge his past. Jay-Z is the same one who allegedly said, that he was looking at Beyonce when she was 16. Jay-Z went and swooped up Beyonce and quiet as his kept girl, Matthew and Tina handed her over to the point where Beyonce was 25 talking about, you taught me how to be a woman. And y'all don't think that Jay-Z could do some trifling shit when he was younger? Girl, please. All them niggas was running in the same crew. Y'all want to believe that all the girl, be hoeing and sluts. But when it comes down to these niggas doing trifling shit, then all of a sudden, girl, don't nobody want to say nothing. If the girls is hoes and sluts running together, these niggas is up to no good running together too. And that's just what it is. Again, I don't know. Girl, I wasn't there. But to act as if Jay-Z couldn't have done this, when you think about some of the stories that we've heard, and just because you hear a story doesn't mean that it's true. Excuse me. Doesn't mean that it's true. But stop acting like Jay-Z was out here, girl, going to college and girl trying to be the next Barack Obama. Jay-Z was a dope slanging nooker in these streets. They always tell us, girl, your past will haunt you. Your past can come back to bite you in your ass. Be careful what you do when you're younger. They tell us that they always tell us this. The people know what be going on. This is no different. You know how you be at your job, right? And you hear some shit happening at your job, but you don't want no parts of it. You be like, girl, I don't want no parts of that. I don't want no parts of it. You just trying to go to work and get your money and take your ass home, right? You don't want no parts of nothing that's going. I heard it. I don't want no parts in it. Girl, it happened to me before at my job. Not me personally, but girl, it was some stuff going on. Girl, I say I ain't want no parts of it. And then one day, girl, I was like, girl, you cannot come down to the YouTube, girl, talking all the shit you talk and telling people they got to do the right thing, and that's time for you to do the right thing, and you don't want no parts of it because you think you're gonna lose your job. So girl, I had to do what was right. Okay. Um, I feel like this is the same thing. These people in Hollywood, Hollywood is not that big. They hear these stories. They hear what be going on at these parties. Now, whether they are there in the same room when it happens, that's another question. But they know what's going on. They just don't want no parts. They just don't want no parts in it. People do it every day at their jobs. We do it at our jobs. They do it in Hollywood. I don't want no parts of that. But now everybody running around because girl shit done got real. They coming after Puffy, baby. Now all the other niggas, girl, they real scared. Y'all better be. Y'all better be. You better be. Anyways, that's all I wanted, y'all. What y'all think? Y'all think Jay-Z did it? Like I said, I'm not gonna say he did it, but I'm also not gonna sit here and act like I don't think that he wasn't in these streets, girl. All these niggas want to hang around each other and be abusive to women and treat women like shit. And then when a girl starts saying that, girl, you did X, Y, and Z, now all of a sudden, girl, now all of a sudden I got children. Well, girl, you gonna have to explain to your child, girl, why you was out there slanging dope and fucking up the community. Good. That's the thing. Girl, a lot of people have kids. Unfortunately for you, your life is public. For some people, girl, they ain't got to explain to their kids, girl, the hoe and gangster banging and dope slanging that they did when they was younger to their kids. Girl, you know the girls will bring their kids up. Don't they all do it? Wasn't King you doing it the other day down at Tamron Hall? Now you got Jay-Z bringing up Blue and their kids. Well, girl, they say they let me shut up, girl. Girl, the 13-year old that they say you allegedly climbed on was somebody's kid too. But they say y'all weren't worried about that. Let me shut up. All right, I'm done. Okay, and I actually have the full statement right here. So let's read this. My lawyer received. This is from Jay-Z. My lawyer received a blackmail attempt called a demand letter from a lawyer. He put lawyer. Named Tony Busby. What he had calculated was the nature of these allegations and public scrutiny would make me want to settle. No, sir. It had the opposite effect. It made me want to expose you for the fraud you are in a very public fashion. So, no, I will not give you one red penny. These allegations are heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. I want to stop right there because I forgot to say this earlier. Just because somebody, one, I don't know anything about the statute of limitations when it comes to stuff like this in New York. I know it can differ from state to state. Um, that could be a part of it. Again, I don't know. But just because somebody files a civil lawsuit, that don't mean that ain't nobody did nothing wrong. Okay. Um, Whomever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away. Would you not agree? These alleged victims would deserve real justice if that were the case. This lawyer, who I have done a bit of research on, seems to have a pattern of these type of theatrics. I have no idea how you have come to be such a deplorable human, Mr. Busby, but I promise you, I have seen your kind many times over. I'm more than prepared to deal with your type. You claim to be a Marine. Marines are known for their valor. You have neither honor or nor dignity. My only heartbreak is for my family. My wife and I will have to sit our children down, one of whom is at the age where her friends will surely see the press and ask questions about the nature of these claims and explain the cruelty and the greed of people. I mourn yet another loss of innocence. Children should not have to endure such at their young age. It is unfair to have to try to explain. I'm sorry. It is unfair to try to understand inexplicable degrees of malice meant to destroy families and human spirit. My heart and support goes out to true victims in the world who have to watch how their life story is dressed in costume for profitability by this ambulance chaser in a cheap suit. Girl, he reading low key. I know that's right. You have made a terrible error in judgment, thinking that all celebrities are the same. I'm not from your world. I'm a young man who made it out of the project of Brooklyn. Girl, we don't play these types of games. Y'all don't? Girl. We have a very strict codes of and honor. We protect children. What about women? Do y'all protect women? You seem to exploit people for personal gain. Only your network of conspiracy theorists, fake psychics. Oh, is he taking a dig at old girl? What was her name? Sloan Bella? Will believe the idiotic claims you have levied against me. I mean, against me, that if not for the seriousness surrounding harm to kids, would be laughable. I look forward to showing you just how different I am. Girl, that's a statement from Jay-Z. Like I said, girl, I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't know if he did it or not. Um, but like I said, y'all want to be in these streets, ripping and running the streets, partying, mistreating people, um, harming the community. And then when the shit comes home to bite you in the ass, or they start to say you did X, Y, and Z, now everybody want to run around here acting like they was Barack Obama. Let me tell you something. Sean Combs ain't the only one. Now, who else was with Sean? I don't know, but he wasn't the only one doing all the cutting up. Please believe it. It is what it is. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. I guess we find out if she lying or not. Jay-Z said, girl, honey, I went from girl dope slanging to throwing brunches. Girl, I don't live in that world. I don't live in that lifestyle no more, honey. And I'm a man, I'm a married man with kids and a wife. I don't know what y'all talking about. I don't do that type of carrying on no more. Honey, the girls go from gang banging to dope slanging to throwing brunches and act like, girl, all of a sudden, girl, the girls ain't gonna come knocking on their door. Girl, they knocking. They just got some questions. All right, I'm gone. I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good night. Bye, y'all.